objectives. Hardpoint located.
Hi everybody, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how you can learn the hardpoint map rotations on the Armada strike map. First one is always in the middle, it is the submarine in the centre, and the next one is going to be to our left in the south at the top. Now,
Hardpoint is secure.
hardpoint is often seen as a more advanced version of Call of Duty. It's one that the pros play. However, I kind of disagree. I think lots more people should play Hardpoint, especially if you're maybe a little bit challenged in terms of speed and accuracy, because the beauty with Hardpoint is that if you know the order of the hardpoints, you can get ahead of the game and you can make the biggest difference to your team. You can be an average player at Call of Duty, a bit like myself, where you don't really make that much of a difference in multiplayer games when you're playing TDM or DOM or something like that. But in Hardpoint, you can be right there at the top of the leaderboard, spending all the time on the hardpoints, winning the game for your teammates. Now, all of this depends on you remembering the order of the hardpoint. So, for example, the next one is upper deck southeast, so it's actually over here. So we're going to head there already. And so what you'll see in the description below this video is I've written down the order that the hardpoints are in, and there's also a link to a document that will have all of the hardpoints in when I've done all of the videos. And the way that Hardpoint works is it's objective-based mode, whereby you earn points when you are on the hardpoint. So your team will earn points as long as someone is on the hardpoint. Doesn't matter how many you're on, it doesn't go up or anything like that if you have more players on. You only need one person on. If nobody is on the hardpoint, nobody earns any points. If you've got members of the opposing teams on the hardpoint, nobody earns any points, and you've got to battle it out. Hardpoint can be incredibly exciting, with games going down to literally 1 point in it. So the next hardpoint is the lower deck at the north, so let's get round there. And all you really need to do is have access to of the hardpoints. Unless you play hardpoint all the time, then eventually you'll get to memorize them anyway, and then just have a tactic. So the tactic always tends to be to stay ahead of the game. So my rule of thumb is this: when you're on a hardpoint, say we're on this hardpoint, the next hardpoint is the upper deck in the southwest of the map. So it's kind of in that direction over there. So I will defend this hardpoint using my trophy system and smoke grenades, to hide my location up until there's 30 seconds to go. If you look on the screen, you'll see the little blue diamond, and as soon as that ticks down to 30 seconds, I'm gone. I will give up that hard point to the enemy, and I'll head off to secure where the next one will be. Where did I say it was? So in the southwest of the map, where I'm not. I'm on the east, I need to be on the other end of the map, so let's head there. Go this way, through here. Now luckily, with 10 seconds to go, the game tells you where the next hardpoint's going to be, which is a little bit more beginner friendly than it used to be. There used to be no warning at all, but what this does mean is that enemies will start legging it towards the new hardpoint before it's gone live. So this is why you've kind of got to be there ready. And that's the basis of Hardpoint. Getting ahead of the game a little bit, capturing the hardpoint first, defending it, and then with 30 seconds to go, leg it to the next one. So I happen to know that the next one is back to the submarine, back in the centre. So I would leg it now. Let's get off here. Set myself up somewhere secure, where the enemies aren't going to get me. Looking at the mini-map, figuring out where everybody's going to be. Again, with 10 seconds to go, bleep. Everybody gets told this is where the next hard point is, so you've got to be ready for people suddenly attacking you. And it goes around like that. So it goes submarine, the starboard, which is in the south top, upper deck, which is in the southeast, lower deck, which is north bottom, upper deck, which is southwest, and back to submarine, which is the centre. So what we'll do now is let's head on to the next one. So the next hard point would be starboard, which is the south top. So let's go up here. And it's more difficult ones to remember because there is so much verticality to this map. So what sometimes will happen when you're playing hardpoint is you will not be able to capture a flag. You know, you won't be able to capture the hardpoint or the hill, as they say. You know, the enemies will have it too well defended. In that case, what you want to do is you want to think about where the next hardpoint is. So in this case, I know that the next hardpoint is at the upper deck in the southeast, which is where we got north, which would be over here. So if we couldn't take this hard point, what I would aim to do is get myself around to this side of the map. You know, so maybe I'm over the other side, but I want to get myself round to here, so that what will happen then is I can then secure this area by killing any enemies that are here, and then my teammates will start to spawn around me. Now most of them will run past the next spawn, next hardpoint, and run towards that one, but it means that when the next hardpoint pops down here, we're going to be in the right position to be able to take it and start earning points and to defend it from the enemies that come along. So as you'll see, so imagine I'm here, I'm kind of just chilling out really, not really attacking anybody, just looking out for any enemies that might be doing, and there we go, the next hard point is ready to pop. So even now I can defend anybody coming from that middle hard point like this, and then I can get down here, I could pop my trophy system which shoots down enemy grenades or rockets or cruise missiles and really start, you know, defending and get ready to do it that way. Now the next one after this one is lower deck in the north at the bottom. So again, we would hold this for 30 seconds, getting all those points, and then we would think, right, let's go. And we know the next one is north bottom, so we're going to go around to this side of the map. I'm going to slide down here. Now sometimes you'll find that your teammates will know how to play hardpoint and they'll be on you, they'll be with you on the hardpoint defending it. If you do get into that situation where there's more of one of you on the hardpoint, it could be a tactically better decision to get off the hardpoint and take up a better defensive position, you know, where you have overwatch. So let's say I was down here like defending this way, and then one of my colleagues joins me down here. Well, there's no point us both being close to each other because we could be taken out by a grenade or an RPG. So, you know, I would next hardpoint position is in the southwest corner of the map. So I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to leg it now. I'm going to get really ahead of the game, and I'm going to make sure, say for the next hardpoint, we're going to get you know 40 to 50 seconds on the map. Especially if it's a close game and you need those points, or sometimes you just start to run away with the game, you know, and you think, well, we're doing so well here, let's really kind of put this one to bed and get loads and loads of points, you know, by getting set up, sorting the spawn point out. Now when you come up against really good teams who are working together, they'll know all this already, and what they'll therefore then be doing is getting ahead, making sure the spawn points are in their favour to get to the next hard point. And sometimes then you have to think about 2 hard points ahead, so you won't even be able to get in a position to take the next hard point. You've got to think about the next one. So in this case, the next one would then be down to the submarine. So let's say we think about the submarine now. So we're on the submarine, and we know that after the submarine, the next hard point is starboard. It's called Starboard, which is on the south side of the map at the top. So we really want to be spawning kind of over here. This is where we want our guys to be spawning. So we know the enemy is going to have that hard point, so we'll be defending here, we'll be holding onto this, so that this area will be free, so our buddies are all going to be spawning around us, so that therefore we know that when this one pops,
Hardpoint is secure.
we can defend that one and take it. So there we go. So that's the basis of Hardpoint. Now I'm running a MP5 build here. I've got an MP5 just for close quarter stuff. Let's have a look at what else we've got. We've got RPG is my secondary, but it could be the normal rocket launcher if you haven't unlocked it yet. I'm running Danger Close, so that gives me 2 smoke grenades and 2 frags for defending and attacking flags. I've got the trophy system. Again, you put that down on the flag to prevent grenades coming in and taking you out. I've got flak jacket to protect me from explosive damage. Gearhead, what Gearhead does is it means that your trophy system recharges faster, and also means you can carry 2 of them and go stay off the radar. Now there is an argument for having, I think it's Quartermaster. Yeah, Quartermaster as Master as your perk 2. What happens is your frags and your smokes, your lethals and tacticals, will recharge over time. So if you're staying alive all the time, obviously if you don't run Quartermaster, you're going to run out of smoke grenades or frags. So you've got to kind of decide what's more important, the ability to have trophy systems to defend flags from incoming explosives and incoming tacticals and incoming cruise missiles and all that sort of stuff, or is it more important to be able to regenerate those from when you're attacking or defending stuff? So it's 24 seconds, so we've missed that one. So the next one is Upper Deck, which is in the southeast. So we want to be heading, where's north, south, east. There we go. We want to be taking here. Here's my trusty trophy system. One of the most underrated pieces of equipment ever in Call of Duty. People kind of forget what it can do.
Hardpoint identified.
And then we know
Secure.
the next one after this one is Lower Deck, which is on the north side of the map at the bottom. So we're going to wait 30 seconds. Again, if somebody here was on the flag with me, I would probably retire somewhere like this to head glitch up here. Or maybe sort of like this or around there to defend there. People come up that rope there. Right, 30 seconds to go. So now we're going to Lower Deck, which is north bottom, which is around here. And this is all about repetition. You know, you set yourself up in a bot match with no bots and just run around doing this, or with some easy bots as well. Yeah, if you put some recruit bots in a match, it's pretty easy to be able to dominate them. And just run this drill, you know, go round the map like 4 times. Practice going with the hard points first, and then practice going ahead of the hard points next, and it will slowly start to click. And once you're ready, you know, have the list ready to one side, and then make sure that you just get ahead of the game with those hard points. And trust me, it is brilliant. So next one is Upper Deck, which is in the southwest corner of the map, which is over there. So let's get there a little bit early. Again, we'd just be controlling the spawn point. Yeah. They sound like rubber, don't they, with it being shot? Trophy system out. Smoke pop. So the idea with smoke, see, there's an argument for not having smoke but having stuns or flashbangs, so that when you're attacking hard points or flags or defending them, you stun them. The idea with the smoke is that when you equip something like a night vision scope or a thermal scope, you can see through it. That worked very well in Modern Warfare. I haven't really had a chance to use it much in Black Ops Cold War, but we'll have to see. So after this one, we know that it's going to be back to the submarine in the centre. So 20 seconds, so we should have gone already, so let's go. Get ourselves tucked in. There's so much Overwatch. This is a very, very difficult hard point. In fact, I would probably suggest not bothering even trying to take this hard point when I was playing. I would just get myself set up for the next hard point. which, as we know, is at the south top, starboard. So I would, before we sign off, I would probably suggest, depending on which end you spawn at, I wouldn't even try and take Submarine for the as the first rotation, because it's going to be such a battle to try and take that hard point. I would go straight to Starboard, which is the south top, which is the hard point up here, and I would get myself set up here. Then, depending on where the enemies were coming in from, I mean, you could look at your mini-map to see that out. I would then kind of set up and just make sure I stayed alive up here, and then start the map rotations. It may well mean that you've got to give up a few points as the enemies take, but even here, so you can see down on the submarine as they take the submarine. But it would mean that longer term you wouldn't be caught in a situation where you were out of position for taking this hard point, and then we know the next one is in the southeast, which is literally only over there. So it's a quite a strong position once you've taken this one. Anyway, there we go. Hardpoint map rotations on the Armada map on Black Ops Cold War. Hopefully that's useful. If it has been useful, obviously hit the like button if you want to see more of the same. Press subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.